Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be customizing the Obey Tailgater S in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, it's been a long time since I've customized the Tailgater S, so I figured I would do it now because this thing is on sale this week. So we're going to go ahead and hop inside here and get started with the armor. So we're going to go all the way up on that. The brakes, we're going to go all the way up on those as well. For the bumpers, there are a lot of different options with this car, which is really nice. Of course, it is from the Tuners DLC, so it does have a lot of customization that can be done to it. Not sure which one of these options I want to actually go for, though. I'm thinking the carbon street bumper, because it's not too aggressive, so it looks pretty good in my opinion. We could go for something like completely crazy. I've never gone for like a track sort of build with this thing, so you know what, that's actually what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go for the carbon racer splitter. Why not? Now for the rear bumper, there are a lot of options here as well, same with the front obviously, but I think we're gonna go for the primary GT bumper with the fins. It looks kind of crazy, but you know what, I don't mind it necessarily. Now as far as canards go, we can go for some extreme race fins on this thing. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I guess if we're going for like an insane build, we might as well just do it, just because why not? I've never done this before, so I guess we'll give it a shot. For the engine, we got a few different things we can do here. Is there a... Let's go for the rail intake manifold with the red filter there. I like that. The engine block itself, we'll go for the secondary ridged V8, because I think that's going to look good. Now for the rail covers, we got a few different options here as well. I'm not sure which one of these we want to go for, honestly. The brushed actually looks pretty good, or the carbon. Let's actually go for the carbon. I like that a lot. For the strut brace on this car, I think I'm going to go for the wide titanium. I do like the look of that, so we'll do that. Engine tunes, we're going to go all the way up. And for the intercooler on the car, we will go for the intercooler with the twin fans, I think. I think that's kind of a cool look for the car, so we'll do that. For the exhaust, we do have some options here. We do have some single exits for this car, which is kind of nice, kind of unique, actually. I think that we're probably going to go for the double round carbon exhausts. I kind of like the look of that, or we could go chrome. I honestly don't notice much difference. We'll go for the double chrome, I think. I think that's what we're going to go for. Now for the fenders, we got some arches that we can bolt onto this thing if we want to. Let's go for some primary bolt-ons, why not? And for the front fenders, oh, we can change these too. We'll just leave them stock. I like the look of it stock, it's fine. Hood catches, let's go for some angled hood pins on this, why not? For the hood itself, we have quite a few different options here. Let's see what we actually want to go for. I'm not sure what this car... Ooh, I kind of like the primary track hood. That is pretty cool. We also have the race hood as well. That's pretty nice looking. You know what, I think I'm gonna go for probably the primary track hood. I think that that's pretty aggressive looking, so we'll go for that. For the interior, we will go for the stripped carbon race interior because I like the look of it. Full colored door panels, yeah, we'll go for that, why not? For the seats themselves, we can go for colored seats. Might as well just do that, or maybe the carbon sport seat. No, we'll go for the full colored seats. And for the steering wheel, we have to go for the Rally Clubman. It's my favorite, so we'll do that. For the lights, we are going to go xenon on those, of course. For the livery, we do have a few different options. We have the white stripe, the black stripe as well, the white race stripe, the black race stripes. We got the black and red. This is pretty cool. I do like that. We got the sci-fi look. That's also really, really cool looking, actually. We got the Obey Touring. We got the black Prolapse livery, the yellow Prolapse livery. We got Fukaru. Ooh, that's pretty clean. You know what? I'm gonna go for Fukaru because I like the look of that a lot. We will go through these other ones that are locked here as well. Because there are some cool ones, but unfortunately I can't get them. But the red Fukaru, I do like that a lot. Carbon mirrors, we are going to add those onto the car. Mud guards, we're not adding them, but they are an option, of course. For the plate holder, we can actually remove the front plate entirely, which is exactly what we're going to do. And for the regular plate, we're going to go yellow on black. For the respray of the car, honestly, it looks absolutely fantastic in the white, I think. But we're gonna see if there's anything else that we could do to it to make it look any better. I do like the blue or silver actually a lot. You know what? I think we're actually gonna go for that. It looks really good in my opinion. So we'll go blue or silver for both the primary and the secondary. For the trim color itself, let's go, what do we want to go for here? Maybe a red interior, maybe like a garnet red. How's that? Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, let's do that. And for the accent color, which of course is the gauges on the car, I actually like it in white, so we're gonna leave it white. It looks pretty good in my opinion. For the roof accessories, we can add several to this car. I think we're probably gonna go for a roof scoop, but unfortunately that means we have to add on the weird little like vents. We'll go for the carbon double scoop. I think it looks pretty aggressive, so we'll do that. And then of course we're also going to go for the carbon roof as well, just to match everything up top there. Now for the skirts, we have several different options here as well. Like I said, this car has tons of customization, so we'll quickly scroll through all of these and see. You know, this is one of those times where I almost feel like I like it without skirts. Because it does kind of cover up the livery a little bit if you add skirts. We're gonna go for the carbon track skirts because they don't cover up the livery necessarily, so I kind of like that. Now for the spoiler on this car, we do have a lot of ducktail sort of options, lip spoilers, stuff like that, which I do really like. However, because it is a track build, I almost am tempted to go for like a proper wing on this car. So we do have the black mid-level wing. We have the carbon mid-level GT wing as well. We got the black high wing as well, and that's pretty much it. So I think we're gonna go for the carbon high GT wing. That looks really good in my opinion. It's not bad, so we'll do that. Sun strips, of course we can add one, but it doesn't say anything on it, so there's no point. We are going to slam this car all the way down though, because it looks, well, it looks the best I think, and also it should improve the handling. Transmission, we're going all the way up on that. The trunk, we can make it carbon if we want to, but it looks pretty ugly in my opinion, so I don't think I'm going to do that. The turbo though, we will add that onto the car. For the wheels, I wouldn't mind going for some carbon wheels on this thing, so that means the Cheetah Carbon Rs. They look pretty good. I think they look pretty aggressive. We'll go for those. We'll do them in a black. Tires, we will go bulletproof, and we will actually add the tire design today onto the car because why not? For the windows, we are actually gonna, do we want to tint these out? You know, this could be like a street car kind of, you know. I typically don't tint my race car windows, but I feel like this car, it looks really good with the tint, so I think we will actually do that. And I have to go back to the fenders because I actually don't think I'm going to put the arches on because I think it looks ridiculous, so we're going to take those off. This is what we're working with here, boys. I'm pretty happy with this car. I gotta say, it looks really good. So let's go ahead and take this thing down to the ground. We're going to do a sound test and a full review on the car. All right, so here we are on the ground. Let's take a listen. Sounds really good. This car is it is a pretty good sounding one, that's for sure. It looks really good. I'm really happy with this whole customization. I think that it just looks fantastic. So yeah, I'm really liking how the Obey Tailgater S has turned out so far. Now it's time to drive this thing, and I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on it, see how good of a car it is it worth buying this week when it's on sale, and whatnot like that. So to start off with, you know, it's decently fast in a straight line, I have to say. I'm actually going a bit quicker than I was expecting to with the Tailgater S, so that's good. This car was never really the fastest Tuners DLC car. Like, at no point was it the fastest. Definitely one of the better looking ones in my opinion. I think it's based off of the Audi S3, A3, RS3, whatever you want to go for. Depending on your customization, I guess it could be any of those three cars really. I think that it does look pretty aggressive though, and it does look pretty good and also quite realistic. So I am a big fan of this car. Looks wise, I think that it's a pretty good looking car. You know, the handling is not actually as bad as I remember it being. That's, you know, not to say that this car was, you know, anywhere near really awful at any point, but it's better than I remember, so that's a positive for this car for sure. The only thing that I really wish that they did differently with the Tailgater S is made it all-wheel drive. It's kind of strange. It's an Audi, you know, it's based very heavily off of an Audi in real life, and pretty much, well, not all Audis are all-wheel drive, but a vast majority of Audis are all-wheel drive. So, you know, for this thing to not be all-wheel drive, it's kind of strange to me, but it's rear-wheel drive. So, you know, I'm not a big fan of that. I feel like if it was all-wheel drive, it would be a much different and a much better, probably, car overall. So, you know, it could be a lot better, but it could be a lot worse too. You know, I don't take for granted that this thing is as good as it is. There are definitely some Tuners DLC cars that are far worse than this car, like the Anis Euros that I customized yesterday. If you guys are interested, go check that out. But overall, I'd say that the Obey Tailgater S is probably pretty much worth the money right now. While it's on discount, I'd say I definitely recommend picking this thing up. It's a solid four-door vehicle. It's got good customization. I am a big fan of the handling. This car actually does handle really, really nicely. There's no understeer. There's not really any oversteer either. It's just a good handling car, so, you know, I am a fan of that. The acceleration, you know, it could be better, but it's decent enough. And, you know, top speed wise, it's pretty weak, I'm pretty sure, but you know, it could be a lot worse as well. So, you know, overall, this car, I'd say that I recommend getting it while it's on sale. If it's not on sale, I'd say, you know, if there's anything else you kind of want to buy, I'd say probably buy that first. But this car is pretty solid at the same time, so if you're interested in buying one of these, I'd say go for it, even at full price. It is a pretty solid car from the Tuners DLC, so you know, nothing really too bad to say about it. I pretty much like everything about it. I just wish that it was a little faster and was, you know, all-wheel drive. But other than that, it's solid, no doubt. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for the customization and review for the Obey Tailgater S in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you learned something, a like is of course appreciated. If not, dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.